What's a subtle sign that someone is a genuinely good person? If they mess up, they're accountable and apologize. One thing I always tell my daughter is that she won't be in trouble for accidents. If she breaks something or spills something and it was an accident, just tell us and we'll clear it up together and she'll not get told off. But she also heard me call another driver a fucking clueless cunt this week in a moment of shameful road rage, so I'm not one to dispense parental advice. They do the right thing when no one is looking. I'd also add they go against the grain when it isn't advantageous for them personally. In other words, they want to do the right thing even when pressured to do otherwise. IDK, but back when Airbnb was come sleep on someone's couch, I was anxious about sleeping on this elderly woman's couch for 2 weeks. She told me to help myself to anything in the living room, and after she went to bed, I noticed she had a book on how to be a good host. Opened it up, and there were handwritten notes in the margin, so I would say that. Did you tell her she was a good host? Hell yeah. And she loved fancy cheeses. I got her the equivalent of 1 to 2 cheese wheels of fancy cheeses when I left Edit. A word. Fancy cheese granny is really high marks. If you're in a group, this person includes everyone, and it could just be a personable person, but there's warmth and genuine care or curiosity. You'll know it when you see it. This is called host mentality. I do this at social settings or work. If I'm in a group and someone new joins, tell them what you're talking about. Hey Bob, Jen was just talking about that new report we have to do. As an example, I found the person immediately feels included and can join in instead of waiting trying to play mental catch up to the conversation. You know, being a lunch lady feeding kids who couldn't pay for free for 14 years. When I got out of the mental hospital a few years ago, I took a solo camping trip to go see a waterfall that was in a secluded area. I got there and sat in front of the falls and cried my eyes out for at least 30 minutes straight. A man and woman came down to see the falls as well, but kept to themselves on the complete opposite side with a vastly inferior view until I got up and was calm enough to go. I'd say that.